Hello everyone, this is Mistress Nightmare here, and we're going to continue reading Bloodflow Chapter 3. Before we get started, I want you guys to hit that like button, comment, and subscribe to this channel if you guys want more creepypasta fanfictions out there. Until then, let's get started. When we got to my house, he chuckled to himself. What's funny, I asked. It's cute how you trust me enough to that you actually show me your house. Well, I'm not scared of you. So what's the harm? He looked confused, but rolled with him. Then he followed me into my house and sat down on the couch. Make yourself at home, I said, sarcastically, rolling my eyes at him. You want something to eat? I asked him, not knowing what to say. Nah, I'm good. He got up and said, looking around, which is your room? He yelled down the stairs at me. Shit, why did he want to go to my room? It's the purple one, I yell up at him. Jeff's point of view. I walked into her room. Not bad, I think to myself. As I walked around her room, I see pictures of her when she was a little girl. I picked up the picture. She looked like younger, posing with a guy. I looked at his face and studied it. Why did he look so familiar? I looked down the stairs to find Hope reading a book. It was Stephen King's It. That's a good book. I laughed at her. Yeah. I have a strange obsession with things. Scary things. She definitely looked like she's the type of girl who is into that stuff. I pull out the picture of her dad. Who's this? I asked. She had a sad smile on her face. Oh shit, she's going to cry. That's my dad. He was killed a couple months ago. Her voice started to quiver. I couldn't control myself. I reached out and hugged her. I didn't want her to cry. He looked at me, her big blue eyes watery. Jeff, what are you doing? She asked. She quickly pulled back. I'm sorry, I didn't mean. She cut me off with a kiss. I kissed back. She pulled away. I sat there not knowing what to say. I'm sorry. She began to speak. I smiled at her and grabbed her hand. It's okay, Hope. I leaned into and kissed her forehead. She blushed and I smiled. I wiped the tears from her eyes. I heard her mom pull up the driveway. I gotta go, I said, as she smiled and waved at me. As I leave her house and I started to walk into the forest, then I realized I still have the photo of her dad with me. I studied his face one more time. How do I know him? Hope's point of view. What the hell just happened? Did he like me? No, there's no way. When I kissed him, he kissed back. I smiled thinking about him. My brother and mom walked in and they brought home McDonald's. I rolled my eyes. Oh, did I miss something? She said, pointing to my smile. No, I tried to hide all my emotions. She tried to hand me the cheeseburger. I just glared at her. Mom, I'm a vegetarian. When will you remember? My dad was the only one who understood that I was one. He looked out for me. My mom on the other end, not so much. I'm sorry, honey. I forgot. Fine. It's fine. I'm not hungry anyway. I walked into my room and I started to draw a photo of Jeff. I'm not good at drawing, but when I try, it's not that bad. I plug in my headphones and I put my iPod on shuffle. The first song that came up is Giving You Hell by the All Americans Rejects. I started to sing and draw until my mom called me downstairs. I got up and see my mom talking to her ex of an asshole boyfriend, Joe. He also happens to be a policeman. He dressed in his uniform. Great. Oh, what do you want? I snarled at him. He takes off his sunglasses. We needed ask you a few questions, if you don't mind following me," he said. I looked at my mom, who just stood there shaking her head at me. Greatly in the passenger seat of his police car, and he drives me to the station. Remember the first time I was there? He walked me to his office and tells me to take a seat. "What did I get busted for now?" I said, rolling my eyes, putting my feet on his desk. He gave me a look, but I ignored it. "People heard you scream this morning, Hope. What happened?" "I took Ozzy for a walk, and he bit me, so I screamed." "There, we're done." He reached across the table and slapped me right in the face. I stared at him in the eyes with disgust. I didn't want him to find out about Jeff. I got up and walked out of his office. "Get back here," he screamed at me. I kept walking. There's no way I was going back to take abuse from him. I walked out of the police station. I headed towards my house. It was freezing cold. I didn't bring a sweatshirt. Good. Going home. I walked for a while inside. I'm lost. It's freezing. It's getting dark. And I'm lost. I felt hands wrapped around my waist, thinking it was Jeff. I turned around, but it wasn't Jeff. It was my ex-boyfriend, Mike, with his arms looming. "What do you want?" I spat at him. "Don't you know it's not safe for a beautiful young girl like you walking alone at night?" he said, grabbing my butt. I tried to run away, but it was no use. "I'm stuck here." He started kissing me. I kicked him in the balls, and he screamed like a little girl. I tried to run, but I'm so cold. All his minions had baseball bats. "Oh no, you shouldn't have done that, sweetheart," he said, anger in his voice. One of the boys hit my knees. I fell to the ground. The other one hit me in the stomach. I coughed up blood. The last boys hit my head. As I started to black out, I see one of the boys fall, dead.